Look at this, guys. I put these bottles here yesterday, and most of them are already turning purple. This is cool. If you guys ever want to purple up your bottles, just put them on the windowsill where the light shines through. Makes them really nice. Let me show you. That one, I'm really surprised is turning purple because it's a 3-piece mold. And the 3-piece mold stopped around the 1880s, so, you know, in the magnesia using the glass that when the sun's rays hits this, turns these purple, wasn't in bottles till mainly around the 1890s, early 1900s. So, like this one right here. I'll show you this one. This one's really turning purple. May not show up on the camera because of the sunlight, but I'll give you guys a shot of these when they're done. Here's my cream de mint bottle. Oh man, that's gonna look awesome when it's purple. So, thought I'd show you guys bottle collection number, video number, I think it's gonna be number 8, 7 or 8, I'm not sure. So, I'll get back to you in just a second. Alright guys. Oh. Alright. I guess I'll just jump right into this. To be honest though, I was going to originally do another bottle information video, but I really didn't know what to do it on, so I kind of like brainstorm ideas when I'm not making videos. So I was going to do one on like bitters and Stoddard stuff, but I don't really have any Stoddard bottles, so that would have to be an all internet based thing. I'd have to use my Bandicam for that. So I'll probably do that later on. Anyway, let's get into the 10 bottles. We'll start off with a soda. And like I always say, guys, if I accidentally show one twice, please forgive me because, as you guys may know, we got over 2,000 bottles. So, it's hard to keep track of them, really. But anyway, without any further ado, here is a Bacon Bottling Works out of Hartford, Connecticut. I personally purchased this one because I thought it was just a funny name, Bacon Bottling Works. But, I mean, it's not terribly old. It's probably around 1916. But, I mean, that's terribly old to me, but I know a lot of people, you know, a lot of people don't consider that old when I say, well, 1960, that's 101 years old. But, I don't know. Next up is going to be, very common bottle. It's a Curtis Brothers Preserved Ketchup, the small one. But, the reason I like this one is because it's got a weird, see if I can put the camera on it. It's got a weird lip to it. It's like one of the very first screw caps that actually had a cap on it. Because some of them, if you saw my antique bottle video, some bottles, like that one right there, they have a screw thread, but they have a bail stopper. So, sometimes it can get confusing, but this one did take a cap. See, it's got the threads like really far down where the ring is, which is odd. But Rochester, New York, Curtis Brothers Preservatives. Yeah, it had a paper label here from about the 1920s. Like I said, very, very common. Here's another very common bottle, but I do like these. Nesbitt's. This is the white ACL version from about the 1950s. Mine's kind of got some bad caseware to it, but I bought it for $1, so can't go wrong. Didn't have one. So I like the ribs right here. That's that. Next up is, oh boy, I don't know how I'm going to get these bottles in here, but this is a Pluto water from, actually guys, one sec, let me see if I can't prop up the camera. Alright guys, I propped up the camera on some boxes so there we can see the bottles better. This is a Pluto water, America's Psychic. I find it says root right here, which is weird. But I don't know if you guys can see this too, but mine has a whole bunch of lines going across the bottle like it's machine made, but it looks like it was spun in a mold. There is actually a thing called a spun in a mold bottle, which date between 1890 and 1912. And if you hold them up to the light, you can see the swirls in the shadow. So I'm wondering if this is what this is. But yeah, a fairly common bottle. You can see the devil on it. It says Pluto. I mean, nothing incredibly rare, but still nice. Next up is, this is a big boy. W.W. Boynton, wow. Boynton and Company, Northampton, Mass. Contents 1 pint. It's that bowling pin bottles, they call them. They date from about the 1900s to 1920s. It's still got the stopper on it I like. But yeah, kind of dirty. Gotta clean it. But I purchased that one as well. I do buy bottles a lot too, guys. I don't just dig them. I also buy them too. Kind of fills the void in the winter when you can't dig. Here is physically the biggest medicine bottle I have ever found. This is this 1 pint bowling pin soda next to this thing. They're identical in height. If you don't count the topper on the top, they're identical in height. This medicine is huge. I don't know how on earth, I dug this too. I don't know how on earth this survived. It is huge. Unfortunately, there's no embossing on it whatsoever except for the Roman numerals or whatever they call them. If that was embossed, it'd probably be worth quite a lot, but unfortunately it's not. Next up, you guys might recognize from one of my videos, A Fun Day at Bottle Digging, or, I can't remember the title of it. Me and Jose were with me, I was crawling under the ground, and we pulled this one out. It's my blob top wine bottle from about 1860. Very, very early, very crude neck. And this is a blob top. Very, very early blob tops looked like this. And it says the Frandora Wine Company, Frandora, New York. You can see too, if it's got a, I don't know if my camera's gonna focus on that, but it's kind of got like ribs all over the bottom, like it was spun or something. But I'll zoom in on the neck so you guys can see how crude the neck is. You can see all the lines and tooling marks in it. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's very bright in here. Put that over there. Anyway, next up, this is a no deposit Royal Crown Cola from about the 1970s. It's got the cap, but unfortunately it's barely readable. But it just says RC with the spirals. Found this on the side of the road, believe it or not. Very nice. Not that old, but nice. You guys should, I forgot to show that in the no deposit video. I wanted to talk to you guys about the no deposit. There's actually some very rare no deposits. I'm thinking about making no deposit video too, because I left out a lot of information. Like, for example, there's actually a very rare amber no deposit Pepsi. It looks exactly like the super common one. And there's like a ruby red Fanta no deposit, and I'll show you guys those on the next video. Next up is a turn mold wine bottle. No seam whatsoever. It's got an applied double lip, so I'd say it's about maybe 1860, maybe 1850, being just after Pontal. I mean, it kind of does look iron Pontal a little bit. It's got like sand marks all over the bottom. Could be sand or iron Pontal. See if I can here. I'll hold that. I'll hold this up to the light. You guys can see those swirls in it. Of course, it's not going to focus in on my camera. Even with a new and improved camera, my camera still doesn't want to focus on stuff. I deeply apologize for that, guys. I mean, on the bright side, at least this camera is 10 times better than the old one I had. The old one was terrible. And anyway, the last one for this video is gonna be a world famous bottle known by all collectors. Is the famous red, white, and blue Pepsi Cola from about the 1930s and 40s. Now, a lot of people find these without the paint, the Pepsi Cola right here, and they think that it's just missing the paint. No, guys, there's actually, before these, there was paper labeled only versions of those. And that's why a lot of them you find are missing the paint. Well, missing the paint. It's actually missing the paper label, not the paint. But I know those Pepsi with the paper labels, some can be worth $20, some of them can be worth $200. It all depends on what you have. This one I actually dug. This is the ACL variant. Very desirable bottle, sought after a lot of people. And this one was bottled in Brattleboro, Vermont. But for some reason it says Long Island City, New York Pepsi Cola Company. I guess that was where their headquarters was at the time. But very nice bottle. Almost mint condition except for a few rust spots right there and some case wear. But other than that, it's in pretty good shape. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you'd like me to keep doing more videos of my collection and informative videos, please drop a like and tell me in the comments. And thank you for watching. This is Bossman Digger signing off.